Alright guys, this is our last video for Spanish 1. You're going to get the verb ser. We are going to get some adjectives that you can use to describe people, and then we're also going to do possessive adjectives, so these are things like my, your, his, her, and whatnot. Alright, so last week you had the verb estar, and estar meant to be. This is our other verb that means to be in Spanish, and it's pronounced ser. So as we've been doing, it follows the order of I, you, he, she, we, you, all, they. You can use the yo to stuff at the front if you'd like to. And the forms that we need to learn are soy, eres, es, somos, son. Okay, soy, eres, es, somos, son. When I use those, what do they mean? They mean I am, you are, he or she is, you are, we are, you, all, they are. And your final song that you have.
Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son. Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son. Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son. Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son. Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son. Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son. Soy, eres, es, somos, son, soy, eres, es, somos, son.
Okay, so that song helps you remember soy, eres, es, somos, son. Okay, so last week with the verb estar, we had that help UNC or help punk, and estar was only used for health, emotions, location, things that were in progress, something that could be unnatural, or conditions. But that's not what we're doing now. Now we're talking about the verb ser, and its usages kind of fall into this Dr. PG. Okay, so if I'm given the date, like hoy es lunes, I've used es here. I didn't say hoy estás, just hoy es lunes. Giving my occupation, or you're talking about yours, soy profesora. General characteristics, so maybe the house is big, es grande. Time in Spanish is either es la or son las, so it's es la una, it's one, son las dos, it's two. If you're giving somebody your origin, so where you're from, soy de Waynesville. Talking about relationships, Ana es mi amiga. Possession, es mi lápiz, it's my pencil. And then general thoughts, es importante. So it's important to do your work. It's important to get enough sleep. Okay, so all of these are times when I can use ser. All right, so we're going to focus on the physical adjectives. So these are general characteristics about somebody. And with these, you would want to make sure if you were describing a female that you change alto to alta. If you were describing more than one person as being tall, it would be altos. If it was just females that you were talking about that were tall, they would turn to altas. Okay, so let me just say these for you real quick. So we have alto, atlético, bajo, bello, bonito, calvo, delgado, feo, flaco, fuerte, gordo. On the other side, grande, guapo, hermoso, joven, lindo, mediano, moreno, pelirrojo, pequeño, rubio, and viejo. Okay. So using the soy, eres, es, somos, son, you can see how I have yo soy alta, I'm tall. Tu eres bajo, you're short. Mi mamá es bonita, my mom is pretty. Mi padre es fuerte, my dad is strong. Okay, all of those were singular, so I just left the adjectives without the s at the back. But when we get to we are athletic, and the remaining four, nosotros somos atléticos. We're athletic. And if it was just females who were saying that, it would be nosotras somos atléticas. They are tall, ellos son altos, and you all are young, ustedes son jóvenes. Okay, We can also use these with our general personality adjectives. And even if it's not about a person, it might be that you're describing a book. So like if you look at this first one, aburrido, it might be that you have a boring teacher, but it could also be that it was a boring book, it was a boring class, boring movie. You get the idea. And just like the other list, if you were describing something feminine, so your Spanish teacher, she's boring, es aburrida. Or if you were describing all of your teachers as being boring, son aburridos. Okay, so quick pronunciation. Aburrido, activo, ambicioso, antipático, artístico, atrevido, bueno, cómico, deportista, desordenado, desorganizado, difícil, elegante, estudioso, estúpido, extrovertido, generoso, gracioso, honesto, impaciente, intelectual. And a few examples of those. So, el maestro es aburrido. The teacher's boring. That'd be a male teacher there. Notice how it's L at the front and you've got all these O's. Mi hermano es artístico. My brother is artistic. El examen es difícil. The test is hard. Ella es generosa. She's generous. Nosotros somos honestos. We are honest. And so on that one, we, being plural, more than one person, you have to make the adjective plural at the back as well. So honestos. And your final chunk of personality adjectives, we have inteligente, interesante, modesto, nervioso, ordenado, organizado, paciente, perezoso, pobre. And on pobre, you could use that one like, oh, you poor thing, pobrecito. All right, popular, reservado, rico, romántico, serio, simpático, sociable, talentoso, tímido, tonto, trabajador, tranquilo. And those examples, ustedes son inteligentes, you all are smart. No soy muy paciente, I'm not very patient. Él es muy serio, he is very serious. Ella es muy simpática, she is very nice. And nosotros somos trabajadores, we are hardworking. So again, on that last one, we is more than one person, so it turns to trabajadores. Okay, so then the last bit of the notes is we're going to learn how to show possession. And so if it follows the same I, you, he, she, we, you, all, they, so it's my, so my house is your house. Your is going to be tu. His, her, your formal is su. Our can be nuestro. It could also be nuestra. And then their or your, like your class talking to everybody, belonging to you all. Your class was first period. We also have su. All right, and the little song for this is to the tune of the Muffin Man. Sorry, you have to hear me sing one more time. And this one goes, mi tu su, nuestro su, mi tu su, nuestro su. These can all be made plural, and that's how you show possession. It's pretty bad. Okay, so showing possession. Mi zapato es blanco. My shoe is white. But if I'm making it plural, my shoes are white. Mis zapatos son blancos. Your pencil is here. Tu lápiz está aquí. Your pencils are here. Tus lápices están aquí. Su hermano. This could be his brother, her brother. Maybe I'm being polite and it's your formal brother is tall. So su hermano es alto versus making it plural. Sus hermanos son altos. So that could be his brothers are tall, her brothers, or your, being polite, your brothers are tall. Okay, the thing with the nuestro and nuestra, the back of it, it's going to change depending on the gender of what comes next. So in the first example, nuestra amiga es atlética. We have a female friend, and that's what's going to pull the nuestra. Okay, and over on the right-hand side, if it was our female friends, plural, nuestras amigas son atléticas. If it's just something masculine, our male friend, nuestro amigo es atlético, or if it's a mixture, or it's just males only, nuestros amigos son atléticos. Su clase es grande, that could be talking to everybody, y'all, your class is big, or it could be saying their class is big. And then you can make it plural, sus clases son grandes. Okay, so that is all I have for you. It would be in your best interest to go through and do your work. You will need this stuff for Spanish 2, however Spanish 2 ends up being for us, whether it's in the fall or the spring. And guys, it was a wonderful first period class with you all. I hate that it got cut short and that we didn't get to spend the whole semester together. But I'm proud of each and every one of you for the work that you did in the class and what you've done outside of class. Take care. Have a wonderful summer. Adios.